Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ozzy's Drives. Today I'm presenting what is arguably the most beautiful four-door coupe in all times, especially in the modern times. Before, my favorite was the CLS, but this is really a competitor, man. And especially now that they don't build those cars anymore, it might take the lead. Before we start the review, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, check out our other stuff. Let's begin. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the incredible design of this wonderful looking car? I mean, in all honesty, please just have a look at it. It is so exciting to look at. From the front mask to its beautiful face to the wonderful headlights, it looks absolutely wonderful. To the openings to cool the brake, everything is kind of placed in a beautiful way. I love the color combination of this silver and blue tone. I love the headlights. I love the shape. And then you come to the side. I mean, you see this incredible car. 22-inch rims, 440 millimeters of brake discs in the front, 370 in the back. I mean, obviously, when you have to change them, you're going bankrupt. But it looks incredible. This massive shape, everywhere you look, the car looks exciting. It looks exciting from here, it looks exciting from the back. It is such a beautiful car. I really love the combination of masculinity and exclusiveness and especially elegance that they have. And then this rear end, it doesn't just go like a drop or anything. It looks like a Speedtail McLaren somehow. It is beautiful to look at. Beautiful taillights then. This silver trim underneath there. Two massive exhaust pipes. Look at that, 2 fists as an exhaust pipe, right? It is beautiful. What suffers is a little bit of the practicality. When you open the boot, of course, it is quite spacious, but when you close it down, you don't have the height, right? But still, who cares about it anyway? I mean, look at it. Then buy yourself a little bit less high luggage space to enjoy this car because it really looks beautiful. I mean, it really does. What a fantastic shape, what a fantastic car. Let's have a look at the engine. Let me pop the hood. So what hides underneath this front portion, right? Underneath the bonnet is a massive 4-liter V8. Revealing the beast, twin turbocharged, producing 600 horsepower and 800 Newton meters of torque. Now I want to be honest with you. We have driven it, the DriveX review is coming in a bit, and it doesn't feel that powerful, to be honest. It really doesn't feel that powerful. I can tell that this is not the performance version, right? A little bit more airflow, a little bit more power, but this engine has massive tuning potential, and I know people driving 1,000 horsepower with it. And if you do a slight tune-up, it will just be the best car you ever owned. It really will. But I would advise you even to do a tune-up. I really would. This car is now on the used car market, 107,000, and it is really a fantastic car to experience. 65,000 kilometers, beautiful. But now, have a listen. Now the interior is not as exciting as the outside, to be honest. The outside is impeccable, but the interior is kind of lame. I'll be honest with you. The shapes are nice. They are okay, they are good, and that's the maximum, right? I mean, out of excitement, this is a solid 6 or 7, but it is, as I said, solid. This is all going to work in 10 years from now. It's not going to be a cheap plastic like a name GGT. This is really a solid interior, and it will be solid in 10, 20 years, and even in 30 years if the screens somehow work, right? Then Alcantara on the top. I love that they didn't save money on this. Very nice. Leather here on the steering wheel, leather on the dashboard. We have a beautiful Bang Olufsen sound system, which is great. We have this, which is not carbon fiber, it's just some print on it. Could upgrade that, right? That's about it. The seats are nice, cooled, heated. The infotainment system is still shit, in my opinion. I don't like that the touchscreen down there is just for the climate control. I mean, in 10 years, it's going to look awful. Let's be honest here. The resolution will be completely different. I think the position of the cup holders is a little strange. If I want to take a drink, right, I'm always going to touch this part. And especially if you touch it, it kind of smashes against this part here. So it's going to be scratched. I love the gear lever though. I think it's a little bit like an airplane. You can really rest your hand on it. And that's it. As you can see clearly, if I really want to chill out, I will hit my head, right? I have to go in this writing desk position like in your office job, right? Where you die slowly, suffer and die slowly. This is how you sit in here. But you're used to it, right? So it doesn't matter. Now, knee position, not that bad. But here comes the important test. What are the cup holders going to look like? You know that I was talking a lot of shit about the Q8. Let's hope for the best. Oh, actually they're not that bad, right? I don't think they're bad. Pretty solid. It's the solid version of the cup holders. I think they learned a little bit from their mistake. No opening for a she sack, which I don't think is a good thing, because even a Coupe M8 has an opening for a she sack. But that's it. It's not bad, really. It's not bad. 2 USB charging ports. It's not bad for the back. I think we should take it for a drive. 600 horsepower, 800 Newton meters of torque, 3.6 seconds to 100. I mean, come on. This is incredible, and it's now getting a very fair car for the value, right? This car costs around 105k. It has 67,000 kilometers, so it has been driven quite a lot, but not too much for you to not be able to enjoy it. It's still a new car at 67,000 kilometers. So this is actually very, very good. And now they have brought out the performance with 630 horsepower. This is slightly less, but you won't really tell the difference, besides really pushing it at the edge, right? Still 440 millimeters carbon ceramics in the front, 370 millimeters in the back. It is a fantastic car. It really is. Now, what I think is very interesting is this beaming effect that you get when you're driving an Audi. You can't really tell whether you're driving fast or not, because you always feel safe. The Quattro system is working fantastic. Everything just works all the time. Very beautiful. It just goes and goes and goes. Very neutral. You know, you can't really push it on normal roads to understeer or to oversteer. It's always a very solid car. Then of course you have this 8-speed gearbox, also very nice, shifting pretty fast, and an immense potential of the engine. I mean, I know people that are having 1,000 horsepower in cars like this. The shape, absolutely impeccable shape. It really is a very, very nice car, and I feel very good driving it actually. The boost is very nicely spread through the whole bandwidth. I love it. I love it. I mean, as a used car, this is really, really incredible. Now, what is of course important for us is to experience the lounge. So let's stop here. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the throttle. Pow! Oh! That's 100. Incredible, man. Really powerful stuff, this car. Really powerful stuff. Ah, just a solid car. Really solid. It really is. You feel wonderful driving it. You really do feel wonderful. Cornering experience, not that bad. The car is pretty heavy though. 2,085 kilograms is a lot. Yeah! Much too fast. It really does push pretty nicely. 800 Newton meters, second gear, go into that corner. Can we, no oversteer at all. Really beautiful to drive. Fat brakes, fat tires, fantastic suspension, handling the bumps like crazy. I really do like this car. It is solid. You know, it's not scaring you like an M5, for example, or let's say an M8 Grand Coupe, so we compare the right cars together. It doesn't scare you like an M8, for example. It doesn't have this brutality to it. It has a linear, nice, beautiful acceleration. That's what I like about it a lot. An AMG GT would also scare you, for example. It really is not as scary as those two cars, right? Oh, but it pushes really hard. It is the slowest out of the trio, but I would also say it is the most beautiful one out of those three. I think this is an impeccable design from the outside, much more than the inside. The inside is very simple, but still, I mean, it will work, right? no stupid cheap plastic. This is all solid. All right. Pow! That one really kicked in. Does it handle those bumps well? Quite good, actually. Quite good. The suspension is a little bit too stiff in dynamic mode. Should have gone into, yeah, sports mode maybe. And that's as far as we could take it with the Audi RS7. I hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. God bless you, my friends, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.